Hey everybody, Paul Ferry here from 52 Peaks Challenge, welcoming you to the Summit to talk about roundup for the month of August. Even though it's the middle of September already, as always, I'm a little bit behind. What do I want to go through today? I think we might as well just jump straight in and get into who's been up to what on the where are we? Pika's portal. All right, view Pika's progress. Had a couple of finishes since the last update. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people who have joined the official finishers club for the year. Congratulations to you all, you bloody legends. Including Belinda, where are you? Belinda Jenkins, now on 53. I believe that was on 6th of September, Mount Castle. Bloody amazing. If you haven't done it, get out there. I believe also there was a lot of ticks. Reports said that it was still somewhat slippery, still somewhat dangerous, and still somewhat or very much covered in ticks. So if you're going to go there, I would highly recommend long sleeves, long pants, a lot of DEET and tweezers and methylated spirits and anything else if you don't like ticks burrowing into your skin. But it is totally, I'm underselling it, it's a totally awesome hike. So congrats to Belinda for 52. I think it was last weekend, the 6th. That sounds about right. And also Rachel and Michael Rodway, I believe, were or still are down in Tassie, knocking off peaks like mofos down there. Michael, I think you were number 11 across the line on St. Patrick's Head, and Rachel on Saddleback Mountain, I think. We don't yet have your posts up in the media folder album finishers, but your finisher posts will be coming up soon, as soon as Annika has had time to create those wonderful images for you to celebrate what bloody legends you are. So congratulations to all three of you for that. Whoops, not there. 52 Peaks Challenge. There we go. While I'm here, I've been talking about, since 2022, in the first year of the challenge, I've been talking about doing an endurance challenge and just seeing how much we could possibly do in a 24-hour period. Back in 2022, I think I was thinking about doing it at Mount Cootha. There's a 10K 1 hour circuit, not 1 hour, sorry, a couple of hours, or maybe it was an hour or an hour and a half circuit. And I was wondering how many times could you do another circuit and how far could you keep going. I've spoken about it with a number of people in recent years, and more so in the last 12 months, and finally found somebody crazy enough to do an endurance event on Tibro with me. Thanks, Marco. Because once Marco said he would do it with me, then the whole thing became a little bit real. So we did that, and a couple of other people jumped in. Originally, we wanted to do a charity fundraiser for a local charity in the Sunshine Coast called Sunny Kids, but we were tapped on the shoulder by Queensland Parks and Wildlife Service, who said, that's actually against the regulations and you can get fined, or we will fine you if you do that, because it's a commercial event. So we had to separate any sort of fundraising activity from the event, which meant that we couldn't do the good that we wanted to do, but it just went back to being a personal endurance event just to see what we could do. So there was 4 of us did that last weekend, and we all pushed as hard as we could. We had support climbers climbing with us as well, and we had other people coming up to do a peak here and a peak there with us. We each got the results that we got. I didn't get to 24, which was the very, very lofty goal, just to see if it's possible to do 24 in 24 hours. But I did manage to get 20, and I'm very, very proud of myself for doing that, as am I incredibly proud of everybody else that gave it their all and got their peaks done as well. So there is talk of maybe having another go at it, because I think now that we know what we know, I think I know how I could personally achieve 24 peaks in 24 hours. But it takes something, I've got to tell you. It really, really takes something. So shortly after that, I got interviewed by 7 News, because they initially wanted to cover the charity fundraising angle, but I said, well, we can't, because that's not what happened. But they decided to do an interview about the safety aspect of climbing these iconic peaks like Tibreux and Biwa, because there's a lot of rescues and incidents on those 2 mountains in particular. So I encouraged Channel 7 to change the story angle, and let's do a piece on that and get that message out that if people do want to climb these peaks and climb safely, then we have a 52 Peaks Challenge community full of awesome people like you that are watching this video right now, who actively go and look for people that look like they might need a bit of a hand, and then we offer our assistance to help them get up and down these peaks safely. And I just love that we do that as a community, that we are there for everybody else's safety, not just for our own climbs. So a big shout out to all of you that do that. I know there's heaps of you that do that, that you run beginner climbs, but also that whenever you're there on those peaks, you just make sure other people are safe. And I want to thank you for that. And I really did try and pitch that on the 7 News interview. If you haven't already seen it, just go to the featured post at the top of the 52 Peaks Challenge Facebook group. I've pinned it right there because I think it's a really important story, and I may well upload the full story in another post, the full interview that they did, because they only used a couple of snippets out of about a 25-minute long interview. I think they used maybe 30 seconds of my audio. So I should put that in, and watch this space, because there may well be a second attempt at the 24 Tibreux in 24 hours. What else? We are overdue a Peakers Picnic. I'm not sure what the date is going to be for that, but I will have a chat with Annika and see if we can lock in a date for the Peakers Picnic. I don't think I have much else to say for this, other than to thank our sponsors, K2 in Fortitude Valley. If you're planning on getting out on a lot more peaks coming up soon and doing overnighters, do log in to the Peakers portal. Do use the coupon code in there and save yourself a bundle of cash. And if you're not sure what you need, go talk to the guys in the store. They are really, really good at making the best recommendations for you for whatever it is that you might need. And our other sponsor, Chief Nutrition. Again, if you haven't started using their products, use the code, start getting their products. They are so yummy, so tasty, and so full of goodness. None of that nasty rubbish that you can get in the shops. Chief Nutrition, thanks for everything that you guys do. That's it from me. Hope you're all having a wonderful time during the challenge. I'm looking forward to more people getting across the line soon. I think Sonia, Megan, Haley, Vicky, Lisa, and Tony, you guys are next in line. Myself and Annika, we have been very busy with a lot of other things this year, and so we are way, way down. I'm not even on the first view. There you go. Myself and Annika, way down here. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. So hopefully we will see you all out in the mountains really soon, and have a great week. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye.